Greetings and welcome to PJ's Kitchen. My name is Peter James from peterjamesx.com with the Babylon Report. Today we are going to look at the subject of near-death experiences, visions, dreams, miracles, UFOs. They all come under the same heading. I'd like to read you now an email which we received from one of the French viewers of the website. It says, from Satanic Quintessence. And this is what he says. You can say what you like, but I saw hell when I fell into a coma in hospital after a cerebrovascular accident. I was resuscitated by some manner or other of which I have no knowledge. Part of my soul was torn away and returned to me with something from hell attached to it. It took me a long time to discover what was trying to take control of my will. A demon had returned with my soul and was trying to satisfy its desires by making me believe that they were my own desires. But now that I have seen it and have spoken to it, I have made it my familiar. I know what he wants, but I deceive him by showing him images that he believes are reality, and he is satisfied. What does it matter what day Christ was crucified and resurrected? Because on the other side, space and time no longer exist. What if he remained in hell 3 days? It can only have lasted 1 second for him. And it's signed, Skull Vampire, the Exhumed. Well, that's quite an interesting email. But it's obviously full of error. You see, as I've been saying repeatedly in my last videos, there are only 2 ways of life. You serve God or you serve Satan. You must choose. Your life is directly affected by the choice you make. Your spiritual condition is not, repeat, is not determined by an accident. It is determined by your choice. If you do not choose, then you have actually made the wrong choice. And you have chosen to serve Satan with all the consequences that result from the wrong choice. That's Deuteronomy 13:19. I call heaven and earth to record this day against you, that have set before you life and death, blessings and cursings. Therefore choose life, that both thou and thy seed might live. So what you do affects your family, as we are saying all the time. If for any reason you reject the call, as you are fully entitled to do, then you'll continue to serve Satan, whether you know it or not. But as God doesn't give up easily on anybody he's calling, he will do whatever it takes to get your attention. Ezekiel 3:18 says, When I say unto the wicked, thou shalt surely die, and thou givest him not warning, nor speakest to warn the wicked from his wicked way to save his life, the same wicked man shall die in his iniquity. But his blood will I require at thine hand. Yet if thou warn the wicked, and he turn not from his wickedness, nor from his wicked way, he shall die in his iniquity. But thou hast delivered thy soul. So when you die in your iniquity, you don't come back. When you are dead, you are dead. Your spirit goes to God who gave you it in the first place. But let's continue. We do not deceive Satan. We need to get this straight. This guy thinks that he deceives the demon that has attached itself to him. Well, that is particularly satanic logic. The reality is Revelation 12:9, and the great dragon was cast out, that old serpent, called the devil and Satan, which deceiveth the whole world. He was cast out into the earth, and his angels were cast out with him. Well, let's stop there. So we see here, it's not a matter of us deceiving Satan and his angels, but rather Satan and his angels deceiving us. And we see they were cast out into the earth. Well, you know, in the beginning I said, you know, near-death experiences, visions, dreams, miracles, UFOs, it's all the same. It can all have the same source. I'm not saying they're not genuine visions and dreams, I'm not saying, and miracles, I'm not saying that at all. Because I had to confront the head minister of the church I was attending some time back, when he gave a message saying that visions and dreams were not for now. And I said, I'm sorry, you're wrong. Because I have had dreams, and precisely what I have dreamt has come true. Now, I'm not saying that I have dreams every night. It certainly doesn't happen that way. But the point is, we are deceived in so many areas. You see, we are not aware that fallen angels can appear in any guise whatsoever. They can appear as a male, female, a flying aircraft. It can be there one minute, not there the next. And then, you know, the forces that want to take over the world is uniting the world under, we have to be prepared to fight off a UFO attack. And the Left Behind series as well, you know, make you believe that, oh, with guns we can do this, we can fight a spiritual war with guns, and we're going to be raptured away out of all of this. Well, this guy wasn't raptured away. He actually claimed he went to hell. Well, let's look at 2 Corinthians 11:13. It talks about false apostles, deceitful workers, transforming themselves into the apostles of Christ. And no marvel, for Satan himself is transformed into an angel of light. Therefore it is no great thing if his ministers also be transformed as the ministers of righteousness, whose end shall be according to their works. So what we are seeing here is that there are consequences for what we do. Our end shall be according to our works. Demons cannot just go and take up residence in any human being they would like to. It just does not work that way. They have to have a legal reason for such activity to take place. Satan is smart enough to know that God would see through his lies even before he thinks about it. He therefore accuses us of our shortcomings and how he perceives we might act under certain conditions.